Hello there. Okay, a slight disclaimer. As you saw in the thumbnail, we're gonna be doing something quite different compared to the last videos. And by that, I mean... there. We're gonna be modding this guy up to look like Jetstream Sam from Metal Gear Rising. The materials we'll be using are some big ass scissors, X-Acto knife or cutter, depending on what you would like. I'd use X-Acto knife because that's what I have on hand right now. Some glue, some Velcro for attaching those metal parts, armored parts, something like that, onto this. And for those armored parts, we'll be just using some of this. Leftover floor mats from where, I don't know, I forgot where I used these parts from, but foam floor mats. Yeah, you could easily buy some of these cheap from anywhere. So yeah, those are the only things that you need. You can use other things such as magnets to attach onto this, but for now, how about let's start making some stuff. Okay, for the template, it's easy enough. Just get the general idea of the shape of this half. Then get your paper. Where's my paper? Some scratch paper. Get that. Compare it to your reference picture, and actually you should just trace it first and then compare the mask to your reference picture, and then that's it. Okay, slight update. I've gone ahead and traced the mask like this with a pencil and sketched out the general shape using the reference photo. I've got a toilet paper roll and traced the circle on that part since it has that thing, and I've cut it first and then simplified the design a bit. I didn't really want to have the profile sticking out right here, the bulge thing. I just wanted to look a bit more streamlined, a bit more simplified. So that's pretty much it for the template. I've done this here as well. Traced it on here. Traced the ball like this. So I'll go ahead and cut it. Trace another one. Wait, will it fit? Yeah, it fits. So I'll trace another one. Cut those things too, using this or a cutter. Okay, I keep on hitting my thing. And use glue to attach them up and stuff. After all that, you can use your super glue. You don't need a really expensive one. I'm just using cheap super glue that I bought on the store to attach the two parts of the armor parts. When you finish cutting it, you need to cut this part on a slight angle so it could be attached bent. So yeah, attach it with super glue. Attach the Velcro right here on this part, on both of the armor parts. You can attach the Velcro using super glue. Yeah, and for attaching the Velcro on this part, you're just gonna have to sew. You can use super glue, but I don't think that would be durable enough for, well, this material. So I just recommend to sew them. Sorry. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead, make all of the things, glue them up, assemble them, paint them, stuff, and I'll see you guys later. I have pretty much finished the overall shape. There are so much of these rough things, but that's okay because I'll put some filler, top coat it with some Mod Podge or white glue, those, you know, top coats. Yeah, so that these things would not be as noticeable, those imperfections. And that's pretty much it, apart from a bit of more detailing, a bit more, oh, and attaching the Velcro and stuff. That's pretty much all of it. So yeah, pretty simple, huh? Apart from me going and failing those other stuff. Or those stuff. Oh yeah, I threw them out. Apart from me failing the last batch, it came out really great. So yeah, I'll go ahead and clean this guy up. Make some details. Record the update and stuff, and I'll see you later. Okay, there's quite a bit of a mess, but most of it is finished. All that's left is the paint and some of the detailed parts. These will be painted red. These are just cardboard traced from a coin. Just fit right in there, the right size, and yeah, it's all Mod Podged. There's some added detail. The design has been changed slightly, but I'll talk about that when it's all finished. So yeah, the things that changed are these parts. More detail on that later. I've bent the parts here. On this side, there's a slight bend, like that, and there's a slight bend here as well, where it goes in. What I did for that is just cut these parts, make a bevel, and glue them back together. By that I mean, let me just show you an example. What I did is just cut a part in like this, but not enough to cut all the way through, and then cut a bevel like that, and then you just glue them up together to close that up, and it's gonna bend in a natural position where you don't have to cut this part as well. So that's pretty much it. Other than some design liberties, I'm pretty happy how it looks. Just have to paint it. After that, I'm just gonna talk about it a bit more and show some showcases. So yeah. Also, I've covered some parts up with putty, some of the imperfections. Some of the imperfections can be still seen, but that's okay. That's okay enough, as long as I covered the major ones, like the tops on these. There was a gap right here. There's a seam that showed. Here my failure was visible, but now it's not because of the putty and this cover right here. And there was a seam on the middle. There was a seam on the middle in the reference picture, but I opt out to not have that because it's not gonna split apart, and I'm not really following the original picture one for one if it was not obvious enough. And that's about all of the putty. Yeah, and oh yeah, I forgot, I'll be attaching the velcros under the mask as well, here using hot glue, and I'll be sewing the other side on my face mask, and it's all finished. So yeah, I'll see you later. Okay then, I've finished painting the base color, namely dark gray and steel gray for the camo. As you can see, this part is uncovered, or rather removed, because I'll be attaching these gray part, well, I mean red parts on this part. So yeah, I'll be doing that onto this. I'll be doing that onto this as well. But first, let me just tell you how I painted this thing. So I first put on a layer or 3 of Mod Podge or something to prime the thing up to cover the base. As you can see here, I didn't cover anything and the paint gets scratched away easily. On the other parts, I have covered it with glue, Mod Podge, something similar to that, and the paint sticks very well. And the masking I just did with big pieces of masking tape. As you can see in the picture, that's pretty much how I did it. Simple enough. So yeah, I'll go ahead and attach the Velcro to the other half on to my mask. Glue this onto here using this glue onto here, and just a couple of accent colors. Just need to clean up things a bit. Actually, I'll be matte coating this before gluing this on because it's way too shiny for my taste. So for now, attach those things, sand this down so it will expose this, so I can stick it on there like so. And that's pretty much it. I'll go right ahead and start then. Okay, I'm finally done. It took way too much time to finish this for what it is, but most of that time is waiting for the paints to dry, the base coat to dry, stuff like that. So yeah, a few things added here and there that wasn't on camera because my camera got iffy with its memory. So yeah, a few things. I just added thin pieces of cardboard for the trim here, glued that right on there, and painted black. I added decals, but that's optional. I just wanted something else, some surface details to be added. So yeah, but that's completely up to you. It's not really accurate. There are some decals in the reference image, but mine is just something I added on, so it's very optional for you guys. It's 57 because that's the only number in my decal sheet that I won't be really using for my model kits. And for the Velcro, what I did to know where to glue them, well, to sew them I mean, is, wait, let me just show you an example. So is first I glued the Velcro here and on here because I don't want a visible gap when I'm wearing it. I glued them first, place the other side of the Velcro on top of them, and then place this, my mask here, place it like that, and just scope out where the Velcros are supposed to be. So yeah, the first Velcro was right around here. So what I did is just glue them on with hot glue, and then carefully took them off. Carefully took the Velcro off the other side so it would stick here, and start to sew them. That's pretty much it. This project was really fun. The mask came out really fine. I like how it looks. I'm satisfied. I might refine it soon. There's still some imperfections, but right now I'm really satisfied on how it looks. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and showcase it more. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.